Hello, I'm Peter Mathews. I'm a professor of political science at Cypress College and also an adjunct professor of sociology at Long Beach City College. And I wrote a book called Dollar Democracy with Liberty and Justice for Some, How to Reclaim the American Dream for All. We're facing a major crisis in this country and also in the world, and we need to fix it. And it's the gap between rich and poor. It's taking away a lot of opportunity from our young people, from our middle class and our working people. And the top 1%, as you know, you've heard this many times before, are gaining all the income, and the bottom 99% aren't getting anything. And the American dream means equal opportunity to be able to get something, accomplish something in life, such as your full potential. And without that, we're not really a middle-class society, and not a democracy either. But the most important thing is to see how we can work together as a country, as a community, in Colorado, in California, in small cities and towns and big cities, to really create that American opportunity again, which was results in the American dream, or has in the past, which is being taken away so terribly right now. So the whole country and the world is shifting to where the top 1% continue to garner 80% of the wealth of the world. The United States, the top 1% owns and controls 50% of the wealth. And this is a complete opposite of what democracy should be, where people can rule the country. Money in politics has caused this, basically. Big corporate money, especially campaign contribution and lobbying money. So as a professor, I have other insight as well from an analytical point of view to see what democracy is all about. And just like Paul Wellstone once said, that politics is not about power. Politics is not about money. Politics is not about winning for the sake of winning, but politics is about improving people's lives. We go back to the definition of politics, polis. It comes from the Greek word which means community. So to be involved in politics is the highest calling of a citizen who should be involved with the affairs for, by, and of the community. And it can't be done anymore with the top 1/2% controlling a huge part of the economy and our lives in so many ways. It's a $1.2 trillion full student debt nationwide, which is the second largest debt in the entire country after the federal debt. And it is going to be the next bubble, not to mention the fact I got a friend named John Bushman who was in my class last year, straight A student. He went a whole year, 2 semesters, and made A's. He told me he couldn't go to school this fall. He's not registering. I said, why not, John? This is because I cannot afford the higher tuitions and the textbook costs, and I've got to help my mom with house payment. His mom, by the way, makes $62,000 a year. They're solid middle class as far as numbers go. $62,000 a year with 3 children, and he cannot afford to go to college because she can't pay for him. And his grandfather was paying for him his tuition, and there was tension. He told me his life has become very upsetting now, even on a personal level, because his grandfather and him sometimes have discussion and dissension about him paying him back for the tuition he paid last year. This should not even be any part of the equation. We need to make sure that we go back to what we had in California from 1960 to 1982 or so, when it was tuition-free education. I'm Professor Mathews, and the name of my book is Dollar Democracy with Liberty and Justice for Some, How to Reclaim the American Dream for All. You're watching Free Speech TV.